Okay, good. The New York Rangers won the Stanley Cup. And then, this is a fun fact, ooh la la la, nylon stockings actually hit the U.S. market for the first time. And they sold how many? Not 5,000, not 500,000, but 5 million the first day. It's pretty interesting, huh? So this is an interesting fact. Franklin D. Roosevelt became the first person in 1940, or first president in 1940, to be elected to a third term. I didn't know that one. That was interesting. And sorry, we're repeating here. All right, let's talk about people that were born in 1940. Smokey Robinson. So Chris, you got to play some music later. Chuck Norris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
That dude's so cool. Al Pacino. Ringo Starr. Patrick Stewart. Right, Star Trek. Grew up watching that with my dad. John Lennon. And Alex Trebek.
R.I.P.
So I think that there are a lot of really astonishing things that happened in 1940, but the most interesting thing to me about what was happening in 1940 is that we're actually in a world war, but all these amazing things still happened. And I think there's a lot of parallels that you can draw from 1940 to 2020. We may not be in a world war, but we are in a world war against a pandemic, and we're all in it together. And I think when you think about that, and you think about what our leadership team has done, Kevin, Witherall, and the leadership team, about how they've been able to keep the club open, and how they've created a place for us to come and to congregate, to have connection, and a community, has been absolutely amazing. And the fact that they did it with grace, with determination, and with execution is even more amazing. So thank you, Kevin, and the rest of the team for everything that you did for us. I can imagine when you took over last year in January, you weren't really expecting this type of year, but here we are, and you will go down in history as one of the most successful Commodores and one of the most strenuous times in history. So that being said, please give it up for our Commodore, Kevin. Are you coming up? I could keep talking all night long. There's a few other people I'd like to roast here.
Coming up.
Kevin.
How'd the Bruins do in 1940?
Shut up. So, can you guys hear me?
You can stand up.
So my intention this morning was to write a speech for today. Then some Ryan Hiller fucking shit happened. I'm lucky to be out of bed to be here now. Thank you, Steele. Thank you, Chris Steele, for that. It was a tough year, not what I expected. I want to thank my outgoing board members. I could not have done it without you guys. I'm very excited to hand the gavel to this man right here. That's all I got.
Love you, kid.
Short and sweet and to the point, just the way we like it. So I'd now like to ask Kevin Peterson to join us to the Sergeant Arms to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
You guys didn't even set up the stairs?
No.
Crates?
It's
We're trying to save budget.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
definitely nice to do that. Anybody remember doing the Pledge of Allegiance in school when they were younger? Yeah. Those were the days. So we'd like to do a few thank yous. We'd like to thank you, Olga Hayes.
Olga!
Yay!
On a budget! Olga on a budget! Woo!
Olga on budget. Ow! And Olga on beautiful. Look at this place. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And then we'd like to thank the following for obtaining awards. We'd like to thank Kevin, Commodore Kevin, for the ski out front. We'd like to thank Sonia Chandler for the program's awards, plaques, and really everything else that she does for the club. And then Jeff Prince and his amazing crew in the galley. It is nice to have a fancy dinner, gentlemen. Thank you. All right. We honor past Commodores present at the installation. Tonight we have, and please stand so we can recognize you, Roger Bradley.
Roger! Woo, let the dog out!
And John Schoen.
Johnny!
John! Hey!
Thank you, gentlemen. Thankfully, no past Commodores passed away in 2020, but we did, however, lose a few members. Longtime member Nick Gladys.
Nikki!
Ow! Longtime member Lynn Benavides.
Aww.
And lifetime member Joanne Stewart. Let's all take a moment of silence to remember these members. And in happiness, the club came together and was able to help lifetime member Virginia Beck celebrate her 100th birthday on April 2nd, 2020. Which I believe makes her somebody who's survived 2 pandemics, which is amazing. The Officers and Board of Director Awards for 2020 will now be presented. Commodore Kevin will present plaques to officers and Board of Directors. Would the following Board of Directors come forward as I announce your names, and please remain standing. Please line up from west to east in the order that your name is called.
Yeah.
West, east.
So,
Go to the sun, young man.
go where I'm pointing. Because we all started happy hour at 1 instead of 2. All right. I don't believe, is Tanya DeLong here?
Nope.
No. Well, thank you, Tanya. Paula Goleta?
Yep.
Yeah! And then we'd also like to thank Ron George.
All right.
Perfect. Will the outgoing officers come forward as I announce your names, and please remain standing. Please line up from this side
There you go.
to this side in the order that your name is called.
Oh, cute.
Commodore Kevin will present the plaques. We have our Sergeant in Arms, Kevin Peterson. In 2017, 18, 19, and 20. We have our Secretary, Jen Ramble.
Yeah, Jenny. Jenny.
2019 and 2020. We have our Financial Secretary,
got more.
Roger Bradley, 2020. We have our Treasurer, Renee Donner, 2019 and 2020.
Maybe.
We have Second Vice Commodore, Maria Potter Wood.
Not here. Save money.
We have our First Vice Commodore, Jack Porath.
Not here.
And then we have our past Commodore, Jonathan Schoen. Come on down.
It's a wireless mic. Do it. Look over here, bitches. Just kidding.
Shall I repeat that?
Just got here, James.
You're part of that group, Kevin. You're part of that group.
Thank you, officers and board members, for all of your support in 2020. You may now be seated. Get off the stage.
Leave eastward.
For our directionally challenged friends.
Walk east.
So normally this is the time in the ceremony that we do recognition to all of our volunteers, but due to COVID, we've decided to bypass this part of the ceremony. However, we know that there are a lot of people out there that have volunteered and done a lot for the club, so we'd really, really like to thank everyone and just give everyone a round of applause for that. There is, however, one special young lady that we'd like to come forward, and that would be Nikki Penaflor. This special young lady worked with Maria Potter Wood with a storefront Christmas gift for the homeless teenagers. Yay, Nikki! Nikki, your dress is adorable, and we're not only excited for you for everything that you've done, but we're really excited to see all the great things that you do in the future. Good job, young lady. Commodore Kevin will now present the Man and Woman of the Year.
Yeah, so for Woman of the Year, she's not here, but we all know her well. She does so much to the club. Maria Potter.
Must be present. Next.
Look, so the Man of the Year is present. And so Man of the Year 2 years running, Kevin Peterson.
Speech.
Come on, speech. Witherall just kissed my neck. It was extremely uncomfortable. I feel like I'm at a press conference.
How'd your team do tonight?
I don't know. How's Newsom doing? He seems to love this. So, I guess, it's a long overdue thank you to a lot of you who helped me through a horrendous end of 2019 and 2020. I walked into a room and I found my best friend deceased, and it was awful. And I've never hit rock bottom until that moment. And all of you offered such support and friendship that you slowly, one at a time, scraped me up from that. And I will forever be grateful to this club for what this club has offered me. I did not know it or see it at the time, but as I can reflect back, you all did something very, very special for me. And for that, I thank you. And I have never announced that before, so thank you all very much. I applaud you guys. Okay. I do have one question to ask. I saw Frank is in the building today. And my question is, Frank, I've been listening to you mumble for years. What language are you speaking? You sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Is Joe here? No, Joe? Well, Joe, keep the dirty emails coming. They're a lot of fun when the first thing I wake up and see is 6 in the morning is your emails. There's a couple people I want to thank. specifically today, Roger Bradley. Roger, you are the epitome of what a club member should be. You graciously and quietly donate your time, and no one even knows you're here. You're a ghost, and you do so much, and that touched me greatly, and I'm so proud to have gotten to know you and been your friend. And thank you, Roger. I applaud you.
Yay!
Definitely want to thank Jeff, Orion, Amy, Shar, Leanne, Sean, Sandy. Who am I missing?
Amy.
I said Amy twice. Thank you for the staff. For the 2.5 years I've been interim bar manager, I know I've been pushing. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Who else I want to get to? John Schoen. Let me explain this. 2.5 years ago, you made me the bar manager. And the first thing I wanted to do was put more beer in. I don't even drink beer. I don't even like beer, but I know it sells. And we expanded from 4 taps to 10. And you and I, on our own time and on our own dime, went to many different breweries around San Diego and tested I don't know how many beers. I probably put on 20 pounds just hanging out with you. So you are instrumental in the beer expansion of this bar. Thank you, John Schoen. You're an animal. I also want to thank Mr. Kevin Witherall. It's been a rough year. The deck we got dealt was a little rough this year. But, you know, and Kevin and I didn't always see eye to eye on things, but when we started working more and more together, we realized we were all about the exact same goal. We wanted the same thing. And the more we work together, the more we realize what a great team we are. Kevin Witherall, thank you for your teamwork. And I just am very happy and proud to be a part of this club. It's meant the world to me. You guys, like I said, you picked me up when I was at my lowest, and I had that, and I will never, ever forget that. And I'll leave you with this. It doesn't matter what happens in life. It's how you respond. And we've responded, we've worked hard, and we have this because of the effort we've put in. So keep fighting, dig deep, give more, and let's be even better in 2021. Thank you very much.
Everybody on the feet. Everybody on the feet for Mr. Karen Peterson, please. Everyone up. Everybody up.
Thank you, KP. That completes the ward portion of the program. Now we will formally install the new officers and board of directors for the new year of 2021. I'd like to bring up and introduce John Schoen as the installing officer. John will preside over the installation of the new officers and the board for 2021 and the candlelight ceremony.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's tough to follow that wonderful speech by KP. Once, congratulations again, KP. It's great to be recognized like that. So let's get this moving along here. So we will be installing our new board, and let's get it going. So will the please, returning board members, please come forward and remain standing. Lisa Gunner. Paula Galetta. Victoria Cruiser. Remember, west to east. West to east. And then new board members, please come forward as I call your name. I already called Paula. Corey Mitski.
Am I gonna stand up there now? Oh, sorry.
And Jennifer Tenter. And will the executive officers come forward and remain standing? Please line up again from west to east in that order you're called. Sergeant at Arms, J.R. Riley. Secretary Jen Remmel. Financial Secretary Roger Bradley. Treasurer George Williams. Second Vice Commodore Todd Grossel. First Vice Commodore Brian Niznik. Rear Commodore Kevin Witherell. And introducing our new Commodore, Steele Young.
Yeah, baby. Come on, Commander. It's not Commodore, it's Commander. We're gonna make sure. We're forming a
Okay. Representing the Board of Directors, Paula Galetta, if you would. Paula, you will represent the board as you have the longest longevity on the board. You must have leadership qualities to direct this club while serving as members of the board. Your attendance at all meetings is important for you to represent the interests of the membership. We like the lime green, good choice, candles to represent the deep conviction the board must have as you carry out the duties of the board of directors. Please light the candle. Look at that.
Woo!
I was worried about that. Jen Rummel. Jen, yep, you. Jen, as secretary, you will record a full and accurate set of club meetings. We'd like the blue candle to represent the manner you must maintain as you place in written documentation the actions of the board and the membership. Yep. Oh, no.
You got it.
Get it.
Woo!
Awesome.
Yes.
Sergeant at Arms J.R. Riley.
Yeah, baby.
As Sergeant at Arms, you will maintain order at all meetings and attend all meetings. You will also set a professional example for the membership. We light the green candle to represent the various duties that will be assigned to you during the coming year.
How many candles?
Just one,
It's not your birthday. Financial Secretary Roger Bradley. Roger, as Financial Secretary, you are responsible for the finances of this organization. We light the gray candle to represent the timely manner in which you must handle the financial business of the club. Treasurer George Williams. George, as treasurer, you will receive all monies and disperse funds as authorized. It is imperative that you comply with the financial operating procedures, and we light the red candle to represent the accuracy you must have in keeping a detailed account of income and expenses as you carry out the duties of the treasurer. Thank you, George. Second Vice Commodore Todd Grossel. Todd, as Second Vice Commodore, you will assist your Commodore and board as requested. We light the white candle to represent the high spirit you must maintain among the members.
I do what I can for everybody.
All right, look at that.
Team effort.
First Vice Commodore Brian Niznik. Brian, you will assist your Commodore and board as requested. We light the silver candle to represent the courage. You got courage, I know that.
I do.
Yeah. You must have, should you need to stand in for the Commodore in his absence, and the high enthusiasm you must maintain among the membership.
High enthusiasm.
Very high.
Oh, there's a lot. A lot of enthusiasm. Last but certainly not least, Steele Young, Commodore.
Steelio!
Steele, as Commodore, you are responsible for the growth and success of the San Diego Mission Bay Boat and Ski Club and rely on the leadership and procedures to guide you throughout the coming year. Your election is a high honor and is an expression of confidence in your leadership ability. We light the gold candle to represent the total of all the colors and the vision you must have as you lead the club throughout 2021. Over this next year, you will be the spokesperson for this organization within the community, waterway activities, and boating world. Financially, you will guide the club in its best interests. We know that you will fulfill these duties with dignity and to the best of your ability. Thank you, Steele.
Yeah.
And with that, we will swear in the officers. The officers of San Diego Mission Bay Boat and Ski Club must carry out the duties of each office in the interest of the whole membership without influence or conflicting obligations or loyalties, and devote the time necessary to carry out the duties of each obligation to a successful conclusion. The purpose of the club is to provide education, entertainment, and pleasure to its members. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Swear to uphold the bylaws of the San Diego Mission Bay Boat and Ski Club. To obey and enforce the rules of the club. And to abide by the decisions of the Board of Directors. By the authority vested in me, I hereby declare the officers and directors of San Diego Mission Bay Boat and Ski Club duly installed on January 9th, 2021. You may take your seats, folks.
Yay!